Hey team, and welcome back. Episode 60. Unfortunately, we'll be talking all about the Open and how we plan to run it. So this is important for everyone, including those that are not registered this year. I've got a script in front of me because there's a lot to try and remember. I'm sure I'll miss something, but questions-wise, obviously, please do let us know. So how we're running the Open, obviously, just remember what the Open is. So 3 workouts over 3 weeks. The first one is released next Thursday evening, and it's on obviously one massive global community, the CrossFit community, doing the same thing at the same time, which I think is just so cool. It is the biggest fitness event in the world, but more importantly for us, it's an opportunity for us all to connect, maybe meet new people that we haven't seen before, challenge ourselves, and celebrate what we can do. There are no pressure, there's no prerequisites. If you show up, you can take part. Anyone can do the Open. And it's still not too late. There are still, what have we got? I don't even know. I think, to be fair, you probably can register during it, but we've got over a week, so there's plenty of time. We're up to 92 so far, so we could get to that magic 100 mark. And I know there's quite a few of you that I've spoken to that haven't yet registered, so please do it ASAP, because we need to draw you into our intramural teams. But how we're running it. So, every week the workout is released on Thursday night. Usually it's 8 o'clock our time, sometimes 7, and to allow us to prepare like we always have done, just for the 3 weeks during the Open, there will be no 7 p.m. class on the Thursday. So on the Friday, we're going to be running it a little differently this year, and this is based on a lot of feedback. So we're now going to be starting the Open heats from midday on Friday. So the first class, if you like, for the Open will be 12 till 1. And then, of course, Friday Night Lights is back for the 3 weeks, so we'll be running that from 4 until 8 p.m. And if we can, we're going to try and be organised to open up the booking system so you can book those slots 7 days in advance. And I'll explain why in a second. We haven't yet tried that on Modboard, so hold that thought, but that is what we would like to do. We'll be running the heats during the Open, much like we did for our in-house competition. So if you did that, you'll know how we did it. So like time slots, people going first, people going second. Hence, we want to have 7 days to prepare because we need to know who's doing what heat so we can organise it. Because we're also going to have it so that we have judge education, so everyone is, we want to try and make it as seamless as possible. Our lovely Emily has offered to help us organise the judges this year, so please give her your full support on this when she's reaching out to try and get judges and get people organised. There are several reasons why we're starting the Open from midday on Fridays rather than 6 a.m. Based on feedback and also finding out the workout only, 10 hours prior beforehand. It doesn't give you guys first thing much of an opportunity to prepare in terms of fairness, because there's lots of tutorials out there, like videos that get released. It doesn't give you time to look at that. It doesn't give you much time to prepare mentally, physically. It's also proven very tough on us coaches. Sometimes we'll be here until 11 o'clock at night, like getting the place ready, and then back in at 5 o'clock the following morning. It's not ideal, especially now, again, we will have families like many of you do. And also not everyone is doing the Open, so it's only fair to provide time slots for those not taking part to do a normal daily workout. Our mission at Onyx is to try and please everyone. We know that's impossible to please everyone in daily life, but we do want to try and accommodate all of you. We also want the best possible atmosphere, the best possible noise in terms of supporting each other, and that's why Friday Night Lights is the best sort of time to do the Open. Doesn't mean that's when you have to do it, because we have got the other slots as well. So for example, we will be doing Saturday and Sunday at 8 till 10 now this time, so we've given extra slots on both those days, as well as Monday from 4 till 7 we'll also hold the Open. So we've got several opportunities. We've made sure we've got enough opportunities, even if we get 100 of you registering for the Open. Like I said, we want to support everyone, hence there are classes outside of the Open that you can do and attend. Those that are not registered for the Open, all we will ask is if you support your fellow tribers, try to do the daily WODs, those that are not the CrossFit Open workout itself, just so it gives those that have registered the best possible opportunity to take part. We've spoken about the weekend slots and also on the Monday. We will always prioritise those that haven't had a chance to do the open workout at least once, so it means it will be one and done until we know there are spaces for repeats. We don't mind repeats. We think you're crazy because it's one and done for me, and I think it's one and done for most of us coaches, but if you want to have another go and there are space, absolutely have a go. But it will always be those that haven't done the open effort just yet as a priority. Typically, until we know the workout, we will cap each CrossFit Open slot on Modboard to 8 people, and then we can adjust it once we know the workout itself and logistics, because you guys, I think, genuinely don't believe us. We don't find out until you find out on Thursday at 8 o'clock. I wish we did, but we don't, unfortunately. So, as always, we'll be running our spectator slots as well, and of course we have to prioritise you guys, the tribe, but also we love that you invite friends and family to sort of, show them what you're up to and sort of make them proud of you, because you should be proud of your efforts, especially if you have been here a while and it's now time to sort of see that progress, or if you've been here not so long and you're doing your first open, that's also amazing. But if there is space, we can accommodate friends and family. We do have to obviously prioritise you members first, but we don't mind. We love the fact that you want to get your friends and family involved. Number 2, this year, our intramural teams. Some of you are like, what's the intramural? So that is we have 4 teams this year, 4 captains. You've got Alex's Angels, Alex Gould. You've got Christina's Champions, Christina Ferreira. You've got Henry's Hard Hitters, or Heavy Hitters, I think it is. Then you've got Michael's Machines. Obviously, we've ordered the team T-shirts for those that booked those in. Well done. That's a point for each of you that ordered a T-shirt in your teams. I'm sure it's Henry's team that ordered the most T-shirts, so they're already ahead on that side of it. But the points system is designed for one thing, and that's fun over leaderboard obsessing. The CrossFit Open leaderboard is for that side of it, and for those that are highly competitive and want to see their progression as an athlete, amazing, that's for that. The intramural stuff is for the fun within the community. Shortly we're going to ask your team captains to get their permission, or we'll ask permission for you guys to share your details so they can create WhatsApp groups for you guys and your teams. Once the registrations close, we'll then add anyone else that has registered since we've organised the teams. We'll draft them into the teams fairly like we have done before. But the emphasis on community first, cheering on, participation, consistency and showing up, that matters far more than like your athletic performance. And obviously, if that's important to you as well, then we'll absolutely cheerlead that too. Scoring in terms of the intramurals, we're keeping it simple this year. So we've got a really nice Google sheet that will be sort of filled in and populated by your team captains, and you'll be able to see this as well. So you can keep an eye on like how your fellow teammates, or your team competitors, if you like, are getting on. But for example, you'll get like 1 point for doing each workout, 3 points for doing all 3 workouts and logging it on the CrossFit Open website. If you do the judges course, you get a couple of points, I think. Ordering a T-shirt, that gets you a point, all that sort of stuff. So it's silly little things, fun things. Bonus points we might hand out for spirits, Spirit of the Open award, all that sort of stuff. The scoring system means that your consistency, can win your team the whole thing. And even if you've never done a pull-up or a muscle-up or double unders aren't your thing, it doesn't matter. It's about consistency and it's about teamwork. I've said about the Google sheet. We're also this year going to include those that haven't registered for the CrossFit Open to help the teams with their weekly tasks. So for example, at the front of the gym, we'll have like the team colours, and you can select the team colour that you want to support, and you can have a go at the weekly task, and if you succeed in that weekly task, you can then get a point for the team and that sort of stuff. So everyone is included in the intramural, really. Okay. In terms of the open workouts themselves, again, as you'll probably know, and if you don't know, then you will now, every open workout has options for those that are, say, RX athletes. You've got the scaled options, and then you've got the foundations options for those that may not be able to do a certain thing because of like a limb deficiency, or we've got the adaptive division for those with can't speak. I am an athlete with specific needs, I'll tell you that. But there's an option for everyone. Choose the version that helps you move well, safe, and just enjoys the experience. It's not a test of perfection. It's a celebration of participation, and also just a test to see where you're at right now. And we chase perfection, but we can't achieve it. We do chase it though. So what you can expect each week. So Thursday night, we'll share the workout in the CrossFit Open chat. many of you will watch it with us live on YouTube, like where they release the workout at 8 o'clock. You'll get some sort of strategy notes from CrossFit themselves nowadays. They email you out. But then the Friday after, you do tend to get quite a lot of the big gyms, like CrossFit Mayhem always do a strategic YouTube video. We can release strategic notes. And then that gives the morning of the Friday the opportunity to like do your research, sort of plan if you want to really attack it hard, or just if you're not sure, it allows you to ask questions and that sort of thing. Obviously Friday from midday, as we've explained, then we've got the Friday night lights, the Sunday and Saturday mornings, and of course Monday from 4 till 7. And then we need to make sure, I think your workouts have to be submitted by, I think it's like 5 a.m. on Tuesday morning, but just do it straight away afterwards. You get your little QR code with your judges sheet, just scan it, log it straight away. It's nice and easy. So before I wrap up, making sure I've covered everything, please save the date for our final event of the CrossFit Open, which is on the Friday the 20th of March. It's our traditional quiz night alongside some darts fun this year. So we're going to have a little darts sort of bit competition / fun. And this is also the opportunity for us all to try the bakes, because obviously every year we do a bake-off as part of our intramural teams. So your teams will produce 2 bakes this year. I'm not going to tell you what they are. And everyone that attends the quiz night, including those that have not registered, you're all welcome. We'll get to sample those bakes, and this is where we'll judge those bakes and then hand out points for those that win. But just a reminder that the Open is a perfect reminder that you are capable of more than you think, and I love it because so many of you get firsts, PBs. It really truly realises how much you can achieve and how sort of good and how much potential you have. It's also that fitness is, better when done together. The CrossFit competition we had in December, I know I was a bit of a stress head, but it was epic. I was on a high, and I did take part, I know, but it was more the fact of seeing you guys take part. I think I didn't sleep much that evening because I was just buzzing from it. And it's much the same during the Open. It's the best 3 weeks for a CrossFit gym. Whether this is your first Open or your 10th, whether you go scaled 1 week, RX the next, it doesn't matter. The main thing is you turn up and you belong, okay? I think before I sign off, I've covered everything. Yeah, the main thing is fun, obviously, and let's make it our strongest, most supportive, loudest, CrossFit Open yet. If I haven't covered any questions you may have, please do reach out. But otherwise, there's just over a week to go. You can still register. Let's get up to that magic 100 mark. I think we were definitely top 20 in the UK. We were very close in Europe as well, so that's not bad for little old Onyx. But yeah, any questions, folks, reach out. I'm sorry this is 30 minutes. It's quite a long video, but it is important that we share this with you because there is a lot to it. Bear with us over the 3 weeks. Us coaches will probably be knackered, maybe a little bit stressed. We obviously won't release that into the workouts when we're coaching, but just, again, bear with us if you can. Otherwise, I can't wait, and we can't wait. We'll see you all soon.